we're going to look at the Weekend Tarotscope, okay? What that means is we're going to draw tarot cards for each day, Friday through Sunday, and see what energy, what messages are coming up for us each day. That way we can use the energy to our benefit. For example, on Wednesday, we pulled the Page of Pentacles, right? Well, remember, pages are always messengers. They are young people. They are apprentices. They can be bringing in a message of an offer. I received quite a significant offer on Wednesday in regards to business. And so that's how it works, okay? It's just letting you know, hey, this is the potential of the energy coming up, so be open to things coming in, all right? So we're going to pull cards for each day. We'll get some oracle cards. Feel free to ask questions about spirituality, numerology, life and relationships, tarot, all the things. This is a collective reading, but you can still ask questions and converse. It makes it a lot more fun. And the more that you come to these sessions, the stronger the readings are going to be for you. Okay? So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to raise our vibration with our angel frequency tuning fork. All you do is listen to it. It only lasts a few seconds. It boosts your vibration so you are prepared better for the weekend. Hopefully without hair in your mouth. I hope that got it. I don't know. And I hate when that happens, right? There it is. Ugh. Let me get a drink. Ladies, that's the worst, isn't it? Okay, so anyways, we're going to boost our vibration with the tuning fork. It only lasts a few seconds. All you do is just sit back, relax, and listen to the vibration and just let your energy rise, okay? So here we go. And just so you know, I'm looking at Instagram and TikTok. So I'm going to move the fork between the two. That way you know what I'm doing. I'm not just weird. Okay, here we go. That was loud, sorry. I apologize if I hurt anybody's ears. I normally hit it that hard, but I guess I hit it just at the right spot and it was like loud as hell. So I'm so sorry. I guess we needed a strong boost. I don't know. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our fairy blessing for the weekend. And then we're going to use the divination book. This is a tarot divination book. And we're going to pull the cards for each day, Friday through Sunday, okay? On Mondays, we use tarot decks. On the weekends, we use the divination book, okay? So here we go. What is our fairy blessing for the weekend? Let's see. The hair made me do it. Yeah, right. Oh, okay, what is our fairy blessing for the weekend? This is giving us a boost of power and knowing. A blessing of movement. Ooh, I like that. We like movement, right? We need movement in our lives because when things start getting stagnant, that's when negative things start happening in life, okay? Because you start getting bored and then you start creating negative scenarios in order to experience something, right? Don't say we don't do that because we do. So let me read this to you right quick. It is number 8, so that's nice. And y'all, by now, if you come here often, you should know what 8 means numerologically. Okay, so blessing of movement, the fairy gift of free-flowing liberty, movement through the world, deciding your own direction. Let the fairies offer you this gift of movement, of the freeing of the stagnant parts of your life, of the disentangling of the cords that have bound you, and the clearing of the way before you so that you can go where you dream and wish of. Let the fairies be with you as you finally begin to break free and explore more, either through movement of the mind with ideas, or movement of the body with joy in the expression of the body, or movement from one place to another, or movement to destinations you have dreamed of. Let the movement ripple through any emotional place where old habits have pulled and grown heavy in their energy, and let the fairies clear this from you, blessing you now with lightness and a freedom and a sense of unknown before you. May the freedom to come and go now be yours, and let every step become a blessing to you. Know that the fairies bless you as you move forward into the unknown adventure of life with all of its holy freedoms. Ooh, I like that, right? I don't know if we've gotten that before, but the freedom of movement is about you deciding where you want your life to go, right? It's giving you the permission to experience some new things this weekend. Like, for instance, me and my friend Jenny are going to go to this new restaurant tonight because her husband's playing there, and it's our first time going there. So having new experiences this weekend is going to be really beneficial for you, whether it be big or small, okay? It's going to be different for everybody. So let's see what the tarot is going to add to it. Let me check my comments right quick. Started working out this week. Good for you. Let's see. Okay, everybody else is saying good morning. Good. I'm taking a trip to surprise a very best friend today. Oh, perfect timing. Yes, each tuning fork has a certain frequency. Yes. Okay, so this is the divination book that we're going to use. This is a tarot divination book, okay? This is one that I wrote for you. This is human written, not AI written, okay? What I did is I did a reading for each card, direct and reverse. I mixed them up in the book. That way, when you connect with the book and you intuitively turn to a page, that is your reading for the day. And this book is meant for you. All the readings are about you taking your power back, about you tackling that day through the goddess power, okay? So you're going to get to experience it now. All right, so what we do, there are instructions inside the book, so don't worry, okay? You can find this on Amazon. I don't know if I can say it because sometimes I get dinged if I say it. Anyways, yeah, it's on the Amazon app. You knock on it to cleanse the energy because we want to knock off any of the energy that was on it from the reading before, okay? Then you want to connect with the book. You want to slow down your energy and focus your energy, okay? We're going to focus through the palms of our hands because we have very strong energy centers through the palms of your hands, okay? So we want to focus on the book, slow down our energy, and just relax. And you all can focus on the book as well. It's going to help the reading. And ask the book, what is our message for today, Friday? What is our message for today, Friday? And then you just intuitively turn to the page. And we got the Three of Pentacles reversed, okay? So here's your reading. Today you drew the Three of Pentacles reversed. Today you may feel like you're herding cats if you're involved in a group project. The energy is scattered and unfocused, so delaying the project to another time when focus will be better supported would be ideal. If that's not an option, just practice the pause and try to accomplish as much as possible. Also, if you're finding that your efforts in a particular situation are not valued, it's time to evaluate why you're there. Remember, a goddess does not stay in situations where she is undervalued. Evaluate the situation and decide what course of action would be best for you. You have the ability to make power moves here. Claim your throne. See how empowering that is? So that's the power of tarot. I'm writing this down so I don't forget. So that's the power of tarot, right? It's asking you the questions. It's showing you what's going on. And it's saying, okay, this is what's going on in your life. Why are you there? You know, is it positive? Great, because you're supposed to be there. If it's negative, you need to remove yourself from the situation. So if you're in a situation where you're not feeling like you're valued, you're not feeling like everything that you're bringing is being heard or applied, then you have to reevaluate why you're putting yourself in that situation. Because remember, we can't change other people. We can only change ourselves. So if you're in a group where you feel like people aren't really just kind of like including you, or they're just kind of like downplaying you, you have to remove yourself. Okay? You can't make somebody appreciate you. If you haven't had a conversation with them first, then maybe you can have a conversation. If they're still like downplaying you, then yeah, you have to make the move. Okay? Does that make sense? If you need a tarot reading, you can book it through the link in my bio, okay? This is a collective reading. Herding cats? Yeah. So that's the energy of today. So it could be, maybe you're getting not so good advice. Maybe somebody's not taking your advice or your input. There's something going on here where the plan is not like quite coming together. So you need to take a step back and reevaluate the situation. Consider the source. You guys, really, when you're getting advice from somebody, people love to give you advice, right? Consider the source. If the person is giving you advice, like let's say somebody's giving you financial advice and they are broke as, are you really going to take their financial advice? No. If they're giving you love advice and they're in the most toxic relationship, or they are so unhealthy and they hate the opposite sex or whatever it is, are you really going to take advice from them? No. Okay? So consider the source when somebody is giving you their advice, their input, okay? You can say, okay, thank you, and let it go. Or you can set a boundary of like, that's enough, okay? All right, so let's look at the energy of Saturday. Focus on the book. Let's ask the book, what is our message for Saturday? What is our message for Saturday? And just intuitively turn to the page you feel drawn to. And we got the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay? And we're going to tie this all together with the Fairy Blessing and the Oracle cards that we're going to pull. Okay? So here's your reading for today, Saturday. Today you drew the Knight of Swords reversed. Today you may find yourself feeling distracted, and that distraction can lead to aggression. It's definitely a day to practice the pause. We just talked about practicing the pause, right? When we act with aggression, it's usually because a boundary has been crossed or we feel out of control and become fearful. Then we wind up saying or doing things we regret later. If you feel frustrated today, recognize it, pause, and pull your goddess power back in. You've got this, okay? So how does that pertain to the blessing of movement? Well, you direct your movement. You decide where you're going to go from here when you are presented with a situation, okay? Whether it be positive or negative. You are dictating this movement, and it's telling you that you are free to move whenever you feel like you need to either move towards something or move away from something. You're being supported in that decision because it's not for your highest good. Whatever situation you're dealing with, if you're moving away, okay? If you're moving towards, then obviously it's going to be for your highest good. So when the Knight of Swords is showing up, he's like, whoa, you need to slow down and don't react, respond, okay? So let's say today you have like a mess up of plans, or somebody is not, taking you seriously, or they're just kind of like dumping on you. Then tomorrow it kind of like festers, right? Because we had Mars move into Cancer, I believe. And when Cancer has had enough, holy cow, here they come, right? And they will like pinch and they won't let go, and then that's it, right? So tomorrow it's telling you to think before you act, to slow down, practice the pause, remember who the fuck you are, and pull that goddess energy back. And then you make a conscious decision. You make an intentional decision, okay? You're not reacting and then doing something that you're going to regret later. Okay, so just tomorrow, even if it's not like aggression or anything like that, tomorrow is all about like slow down, because there might be other people that are triggered. Don't let it trigger you. Okay, see how you can see how the cards relate in different aspects. So yeah, it doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody else, and you are not going to be one that's like taking on their negative energy, and then you start going with it too, and it just becomes like this big old shit show. Make sense? Whoops. Very frustrated today, waiting for medical professionals to do their job. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Elder sis in your case? Okay. Oh, you just ordered the book? Awesome. Let me know how you like it when you get it. Please leave a review, you guys. If you haven't left a review, please do so. My son is having a friend over tonight, and I'll have to entertain them. Hope they aren't cats. Oh, girl. Good luck. Good luck. It's spot on. Okay. All right, well, let's get the energy for Sunday, and then we'll pull Oracle to get more messages, and we'll talk some more, okay? All right, what is our message for Sunday? Focus on the book. Slow your energy down. Focus it. What is our collective message for Sunday? And then we're going to intuitively turn to a page. It's got to be back here. Okay, we got the Eight of Swords. All right, there's a lot going on in the mind, okay? Saturday and Sunday. So today you drew the Eight of Swords. It's all in your head. You may feel stuck in a situation with no way out, but that's not true. At any moment in time, you have the ability to step out of your self-imprisonment. Your self-imprisonment is the things you tell yourself that keep you stuck in situations you don't want to be in. You probably find yourself fantasizing about better days without realizing that all you need to do is free yourself. That all you need to do to free yourself is to first change your thoughts. You can create the reality you want, but you must first stop believing the old negative programming from your past. You have to save yourself, goddess. No one is going to do it for you. Start now. See how it calls you out, but it gives you the power, right? Because the Eight of Swords is your own self-imprisonment, because you feel obligated to something, because you most likely have been programmed that way since childhood, so you feel stuck. You know, I see this happen a lot in relationship readings, okay? The Eight of Swords will always show up, and it's telling you that you are blinded to the reality that you are in control here, okay? That you are not stuck. It's just your thoughts are stuck. And so you have to consciously step out of that thought process to change things in your life, right? So we started with, we got reversals today, tomorrow, and then we have the Eight of Swords. So it's like you're getting pushed to step out of a situation. Again, it could be just your thoughts. It could be a relationship. It could be a toxic career. There's something here going on, and you're getting pushed because we have the blessing of movement. It's telling you this weekend you're going to have to make some decisions to move something. Something's got to shift. Something's got to change. Because with the blessing of movement, it's number 8. 8 is all about karmic energy. So when you're stuck in this thought pattern, when you're stuck in this way of doing things, you're creating your own karmic experience, right? So you have to step out, okay? So let me write this down so I don't forget. Whoops, Eight of Swords, not Pentacles. So is that making sense, you guys? Oh, just throwing my pen around. But yeah, if you want this book, it's called Mystic Muses for the Modern Goddess. It is linked in my bio, but you can also go straight to Amazon and get it. It's, again, human written. I wrote this for you. That way, if you want to use tarot, but you don't want to have to learn tarot, you can use this every day for your guidance, okay? I'll put it over here. Oh, you're meeting your same sister on Sunday. Oh, gosh. You keep on getting reversed readings. Well, reversals are not always negative. You know, sometimes they're better. So like when the Eight of Swords is in reverse, that's better. That means that you have decided to step out of that thought process. You've decided that you're no longer stuck and you are taking your power back. So you can see it all over your family and you. Bought the book a couple of months ago and it's a beautiful book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's no page numbers because it's meant to be intuitive and random. So yeah, there's no need for page numbers. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards. See what else we need to know about this weekend. And, you know, with all this energy from, you know, Pluto going retrograde into Capricorn, which represents the patriarchy, and Mars going into Cancer, which is connected to the mother, you know, I mean, there's so much energy happening. And the reason is because we need to move. We need to change because Pluto's going to be going into Aquarius soon. And Aquarius is the humanitarian, right? It's the water bearer. It's the one that wants to change things on a societal level to better help humanity. So we have to go back to visit the things that have created us as we are now and start to shift and change those. And sometimes it's a little aggressive. Sometimes it's not. Okay? It's going to be different for every person, but that's what we're experiencing. And the tarot is picking up on that. And it's telling you like, hey, you're getting the blessing of movement, but you have to decide to do that. Okay? And don't forget, you guys, next year, 2025, is a 9 year. Okay? 9 is all about higher wisdom and things coming to fruition. So if you want to have the ultimate glow up year, you're going to get the opportunity to spend the year with me and receive up to 8 certifications. And then in 2026, that's a 1 year, you can kick off your new spiritual business, whatever it is, and you're going to be set. Like, I'm going to give you the fast track to your spiritual business. This took me years to do, and I'm going to help you go through it in 1 year. Okay, but you have to commit to a year with me. There is no way to apply yet, but I'm just letting you know, be ready. Okay, because I'm only accepting a small group of people. It's not going to be just anybody can join. You're going to have to apply. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know about this weekend? Ooh, we have One Ring Circus, but it's in reverse. Let's see what it wants to tell us. And if you're new here too, I love reading my oracle cards because I think they have great messages. You do not have to memorize your oracle cards. You do need to memorize your tarot cards, okay? One Ring Circus reversed. If you think that the sun won't rise without you, then it's time to change. Perhaps you believe no one will be there to help you, or you expect that you have to do all the work, emotional or otherwise. This is a fear-based idea and only serves to alienate you from others by taking away their right to participate. Receiving the One Ring Circus card may indicate the misuse of power. Give it up, let go of the need to control how the wind blows, and let others play their part. You don't need to be invincible. You have all the answers, you don't need to be invincible, have all the answers, or be the savior. Things will get done if you step out of your own way. Yet another meaning for this card suggests that someone else may be trying to control you. This needs to be addressed. Don't be afraid to set a boundary. This is a wonderful step to independence. Consider the example of 2 trees planted side by side, sharing the sunlight equally, neither overshadowing the other. This is what we've been talking about, okay? So it's like you're getting the opportunity to make some changes because there's some sort of thought process happening here. You might get triggered this weekend and have to make a decision. And it's telling you, you know, you don't have to do all of this alone. You're never alone, honestly, even though it may seem like it, but you're not alone. You know, you don't have to do everything yourself. You can include other people that are on a similar journey of empowerment, enlightenment, growth, and all those things. Okay, does that make sense? Let's see what else. Excuse me, goodness. I need to run things. You're ridiculous. Start with yourself. All right, here we go. What else do we need to know about this weekend? And that oracle card's number 15. So that's you deciding the change. Okay? You decide the change. You decide the movement. But it's telling you, you don't have to do everything. You don't have to do it all yourself, right? You can learn from other people. You can ask for help. You can join a collective or a tribe. There's something, for everybody. Look at that. I keep pulling this card out, you guys. The cornucopia. Didn't we pull this on Monday? Or it was like at the bottom of the deck? There's that cornucopia again. I'm telling you. So what this makes me think of is that book. What is it called? 3 Feet from Gold. Where it's saying, if you keep going, if you make these necessary changes this weekend, then you are on your way to that cornucopia, which is the ultimate abundance. Okay? Cornucopia is also the higher degree of Capricorn. Remember, I was just talking about Pluto going back into Capricorn. This is why it's like if you make these changes, if you stop letting other people trigger you, if you start changing your thoughts, if you get yourself out of situations to where you don't feel valued, you start making massive changes and you put yourself on the journey towards this ultimate blessing. Okay, this is number 11. 11 is the philosopher. It's telling you there is a deeper meaning to everything that's going on in your life, whether you realize it or not. Okay, doesn't matter if it's big or small, there is blessings happening like in the movements. Okay. Sorry, Denise, I hid your comment. Fox last year, cornucopia this year, no joke. I organized the whole kitchen. My aunt went back and cluttered. Oh man, that would drive me crazy. Good, y'all. Okay. Yeah, we pulled it on Monday. I thought we did. Yeah, because it was at the bottom of the deck and we had just talked about that. So, cards know. The cards know. What else? What else do we need to know this weekend? Oh, we have the swan, Grace. I'll read it to you. Isn't that pretty? It says, "You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and a spirit of beauty." So you can say that as you're trying to move through life, right? You can ask for the help and guidance to move through situations gracefully. Remember how I said, especially like tomorrow, don't react. Practice the pause, take your power back in, focus that goddess energy, and then you move forward with grace. Okay? So if you need extra help, you can pray, you can ask Archangel Michael, you can ask your guides, you can ask God, Source, Universe, whatever you choose to call it. You can ask for this support to help you move forward in grace in the direction that is for your highest good. Okay? So I love that. And you remember how I was telling you that you're never alone, even though sometimes it might seem like you're alone, you're never alone. The swans, they mate for life, right? And so you have your spirit guides with you for life, and they're always helping you. They're always like just waiting for you to tap them in. And if you don't tap, then they can't do anything. They just kind of like chill and they're like, well, okay, well, I hope she learns a lesson. I hope he learns a lesson, or I hope he comes over this obstacle, But if you ask for help, they're like, I'm in, and they come and they help you. So you have to ask for it. One of the biggest challenges of your life is not reacting, is, dealing with obstacles with grace, with power. That's one of the biggest challenges of your life, because it's easy to get triggered. It's easy to get upset over things. because anger is a valid energy. It's a valid emotion because that means somebody has crossed your boundaries. But then the way you handle the situation needs to be through your power, not by just reaction, because that's where we have lost control and we can make it like worse for us in the end. Okay. So if you're dealing with the situation through power and grace, it's like people won't fuck with you. They really won't. Trust me, it works. Okay. So yeah. You needed to hear this today? Good. I'm glad you're here. What? Okay. Ooh, we got Animal Kingdom. Let's see what that wants to say. Look at that bear. That bear looks like it's upset. But let's see. That one just flipped right over. Hopefully it's in alphabetical order. Yep, okay. So here, keep it simple and stay focused. Listen to your instincts. When we witness the wonder of the animal kingdom, we become still and present and with the natural cycle of life, if I can read. Animals are loving, brave, and fierce and live by their instincts. Animals have their own medicine and share its properties with us when we connect to them in spirit. All animals in their natural state are happy and driven with purpose. Animals are great teachers. They love unconditionally and work together to provide their pack or family with security, safety, food, and shelter, only taking what they need to survive. They live in harmony with nature and maintain a balanced environment without human interference. They know when to rest, hunt, move in perfect order. So what this is telling you is this weekend, you're going to have something come up and you have to follow your instincts, right? What are your instincts? Are they to lash out? Or are they to step back, pull your power back in, and then handle the situation with grace and dignity and setting that boundary? And be like, let me tell you, you will not treat me that way. If you do, here's what's going to happen. Okay? And the result, the consequence is not like you're going to do this. The consequence is I'm going to do this. Make sense? That's how we handle situations when people have crossed our boundaries. And when you stay calm, they won't mess with you. Okay? But when you lose your shit, that's when everything escalates out of control and then they start gaslighting you and then you just open the door for more drama. Okay? But also, you know, if it's not directly somebody, just like something in life is triggering you, it's upsetting you, and you know that you need to make a move, the Animal Kingdom card is telling you, follow your instincts. What is it telling you? You always know. You're always getting guidance. Are you listening to it? Animals naturally listen to their instincts. It's just what they do. Okay? They don't go, well, let me think about it. You know, they seem pretty nice, even though they're holding a bow and arrow and fixing to shoot me, you know, but they wouldn't hurt me. Seriously? You know? You have to use your instincts in life and follow them because that's where, you know, it leads you to these opportunities. Leads you to safety, too. Love the deer in the back. That's how I feel at times. Good. Which is funny because I was just thinking about the deer when I was talking about the bow and arrow. Exactly, Denise. You starve toxic people when you don't react to their stuff. And I teach this to my kids all the time. Stop feeding into their desire for your reaction, because when you suffocate them by taking away the energy of the situation or of their power, they can't do anything. I mean, I have had to do this with many people throughout my life as I learned how to handle the situation by taking away my reaction. It's like, you know what? Okay. You know, and they will try to trigger you. And if you don't respond, if you don't get emotional, you just say, look, that's a boundary you just crossed. If it is something that you need to address, sometimes you just ignore it and just like get away from them. But it's like, that's a boundary you just crossed. And if you don't recognize that, then there's something wrong. And if you do this again, here's what's going to happen. And it's always a result of you're going to do something by like taking something away from them or whatever. You can't make them change. Okay. That's how you effectively set a boundary. Boundaries are for you, not for the other person. Okay. And you have to set boundaries with yourself as far as like, you know what, if this continually happens, I'm going to have to do something. You know, if I'm letting people cross my boundaries, that's my fault. I need to do something to make a change. Okay. It's real easy to blame other people, but that never works. Does that make sense? Gray rock method works every time. I don't know what that is. I'm so glad you're liking the advice. Good, good, good. And this is stuff that works. I mean, it does. I've tested stuff out. Let's see what else. Ooh, we have Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So what does that mean in these situations? It means you're thinking too small in life. Okay? It's telling you that you have so much more to experience in your life than what you can fathom. So you need to set your sights higher. Okay? Open it up to anything is possible. Open it up to this or something better. Okay? Excuse me. That's the only way that you're going to experience what we would consider miracles. Right? Because if you open up to any possibility, then you're not dictating that I want to receive this and I only want to receive this amount. The universe is like, yeah, but we got so much over here that we could have given you, but that's all you wanted. So, okay, here you go. You know? So it's telling you to set your sights higher. Wherever you're feeling stuck, make your adjustments. You have the blessing of movement this weekend. You're going to be moving in one capacity or the other, right? Either physically, mentally, emotionally. There's something going on here where you could get triggered into making a move. And it's telling you, maybe it's a move that, you finally realize that you've been restricting yourself this entire time, where you're trying to fit into a mold that doesn't work because it's not yours, right? And so you finally get frustrated on Saturday, then Sunday you see how you are limiting yourself. And maybe you decide finally to break free because you want more. Okay? So it's telling you that you don't have to settle in life. I see a lot of purple in these cards. Purple is a very spiritually connected color. So if you want to be more spiritually connected, put purple around you, wear purple, something like that. Okay? But it's telling you that there's so much more out there than what you're experiencing in life right now. And if you allow yourself, you get to experience it. Okay? I like this reading. It's very cool. And that cornucopia that we pulled again is telling you just that. There is so much. There is plenty for everyone. You are no exception, okay? You deserve this cornucopia just like anybody else, all right? That's what inspired me to do the year-long mentorship next year, where I'm going to, be teaching and giving out certifications next year, because I want you to have all the tools that I use personally and so many other people, like successful people, use to navigate through life, to boost them in life. Okay? Because as soon as I started using all these tools, bam, everything changed. Okay? That's awesome, Jamie. She said, I came in right at the time you were talking about moving. I'm literally moving into the new house as we speak. That's so cool. I expect pictures. I want to see. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we have 6. We have Sage, blessing, but it's in reverse. Let's find out why. Okay. More purple. Whoop. Okay, in reverse, unable to receive, emotional narcissism, escapism, invalidation, inner division, lack of willpower, unhappiness. Okay? This is ruled by the moon and Jupiter. What does Jupiter want to do? Jupiter wants to expand. The moon rules your emotions. Okay? So let's look at this. It says unable to receive. We were just talking about that, right? Where you don't feel like you feel like you're the exception to the rule, and the universe is like, no, you're not. Like, get over yourself. You deserve to have abundance just like anybody else. There is plenty of whatever it is that you desire out there, and you can have it, but you have to learn how to receive. Emotional narcissism. You might have been emotionally abused. You might have experienced these things in your childhood. You might be gaslighting yourself emotionally, thinking, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve this. Nobody likes me. Nobody loves me. I'm going to be poor and blah, blah, blah for the rest of my... Don't. You have to change that, okay? Escapism. Escaping into social media, TV, drama, substance abuse. What are you escaping to instead of making these decisions? Okay? Invalidation. You probably have been invalidated in your childhood, and so now you do it to yourself. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll wait. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm going to drink while I wait. Exactly what I'm feeling. That's how I've been feeling. You're telling me to wear more purple as I'm grabbing a purple t-shirt to wear for the day. Perfect, Sue. So true. Oh, hang on, Denise. It hid your little emoji. But seriously, tell me I'm wrong that you don't invalidate yourself. Let's see. Inner division. Doubting yourself, invalidating, like, I'm here and I spent so much time, energy, and effort into this and da-da-da-da, but I really feel called to do this, and you're psyching yourself out, right? You do this all day, every day. Stop it. Lack of willpower. Getting caught up in the escapism. Let me tell you, you will never succeed in anything if you give up easily. If you're one of those people who gives up easily because, a little obstacle came in your way or something like that, you will never hit success. Okay? If you let your fears and doubts take over, you will never be successful. I'm just letting you know. It cannot happen. I had to fight through so many toxic moments in my life. I've open with y'all. I have hit rock bottom more times than I care to admit. And when I finally stopped letting that happen, because I knew there was something I was supposed to experience. I knew I was supposed to be doing this as a living, and I could not let that go. And so when I finally got serious, that's when everything changed. Okay? So you have to be serious about what you want to experience in life. It doesn't have to be business. It could be your health. It could be your relationships. It could be your self-worth, everything. Okay? You have to be laser focused. And unhappiness. Well, if you're unhappy, then you need to make some changes. Okay? You have to make some changes. And what does sage do? Sage cleanses. So you've got to cleanse your space, yourself, and your life. That's the only way you're going to do this. If you're hanging on to that toxic energy, you'll never get there. Okay? And toxic energy will try to come back to test, to see how far you've gone, to see if you've actually done the work, to see if you're going to fall back into that energy. And you have to be the one that's like, nope. I've had people try to trigger me like that. Like, things come around and I'm like, I could not care less. Like, you have to get to that point where you're like, I really just don't even care about that. Okay? Because you're so focused on all the good things happening in your life. You're so focused on your own progress that you don't care about those triggers anymore. They don't affect you because you realize that those triggers are somebody else's toxicity. That's their problem, not yours. Okay? Make sense? It made you cry? Aw. Good. I'm glad y'all are resonating with this. Instagram, y'all are always quiet. Let's get one from the Kipper deck. Let's see. And I know a lot of people have been asking me about how to enroll in the, it's going to be called the Quantum Master Academy. Okay, that's what we're going through next year. Okay, because remember, next year is a 9-year. 9 is a year of higher wisdom. It's about things coming to fruition. It's kind of like your ultimate opportunity to have a glow up. And then we go to the 1 year, the next year, right? That's where everything begins. So I've had a lot of people asking me if they can already enroll or apply. No, I don't have that available yet. But if you are seriously interested, and no, this will not be free, letting you know, I'm spending a year with you, giving you up to 8 certifications in tarot, advanced tarot, numerology, crystals, astrology, Reiki 1 and 2, and business, okay? It will not be free. So if you are wanting to participate, you can message me or like email me, and I will put you at the top of my list for people to contact first when it's open. And then we will have a brief little interview, okay? Because I'm only accepting a few people. I'm not accepting any and everybody. Golly, you guys, how many times are we going to pull this card? How many times are we going to pull this card? Community. Your tribe is your vibe. We've all heard that, right? Your community affects you. The people you spend time around affects you. Is it positive or negative? Okay? It's crazy how you said that because we were in a lockdown situation due to possible, gun shooting in at the kids' sports last night. God, that's scary. I was calm and my law enforcement side kicked in. Good for you, Elizabeth. Gosh, yeah, that's scary. My daughter just messaged me about good news. Oh, good for you, Charlotte. Good. But yeah, your community is everything, okay? And it's funny, I was just talking about the Quantum Master Academy, and that's going to be a small community that we spend the year together, okay? And look back here. I'll show you to Instagram. Hang on. You see those little ghostly figures back there? That's your ancestors. That's your family that has crossed over, friends. That's your spirit guides. It's always showing you that you are never alone, okay? You always have a community of support around you. You just have to include them, okay? But if you are surrounding yourself with people that don't believe that anything is possible, that are very lack-minded, that are very just like in the box type of thinking, you will never get anywhere because they are affecting you. I've been telling my oldest son this too, and now he's creating his own mastermind. I'm so freaking proud of him. He's creating his own mastermind out of his friends who want to grow, who want to start their own businesses, who want to be abundant. And it's freaking awesome. Like, he decided to do that, you know? So you can do it too. Let's do, hang on, this one. What else? And look, this person is wrapped in purple. Cloaked in their spirituality, see? That purple keeps showing up big time. I don't think I have anything purple. I'm not a big purple wearer. I'm more like earth tone colors. So maybe I'll just carry around my my amethyst. Let's see. What else do we need to know this weekend? More purple. Says the wall. Obstacles. Look at that. Okay? You experience obstacles for a reason. Are you going to let them hinder you, or are you going to like bust through those motherfuckers? Okay? You can't let something stop you. Your biggest obstacle is your mind. That is the number one biggest obstacle, is your mind. Okay? What somebody says, not an obstacle. Because there was, I cannot remember who it was, but they were talking about, they were wanting to do something, and somebody's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, the way you handle the situation is you turn around and go, no, you can't do it. I can. Hide and watch. Done. You know? You have to set that boundary. Purple's my favorite color, but I don't wear it much. Yeah, see, like, red is my favorite color, but I don't wear it much because it's too much power, and I'm already enough fire. But yeah. I travel with my amethyst and a rose quartz. That's great, Heather. Good. I'm a makeup artist. My whole closet consists of black clothes. Ooh, be careful with that. Get you some white in there too, because, you know, as you're dealing with people, because I have a lot of black too, because I'm also a musician. When you're dealing with people like that, you are like in their aura and you're soaking up their energy. So either be really good at cleansing your energy, or, you know, get some white stuff to like kind of reflect their stuff. But yeah, the wall it's in your mind. It is a perceived obstacle. It is a perceived roadblock. And it's asking you, are you going to, you know, overcome this obstacle to get to this cornucopia? Or are you going to give up 3 feet from reaching your goal? It's up to you. Okay? I don't know why they made this box like this. Ugh. There's no like finger cutout like all my other boxes. The color I picked for my cast on Tuesday was purple. Oh, that's a great color. Cast for what? This is the Soul Helper Oracle. This is a message from your higher self. Whoop. Lost in the ruins of the past, find the way to the present moment and live. Look at there. This is blue. Yeah, I mean exactly what it's saying. You living in the past, living in all that negativity, living in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, getting yourself stuck is what puts you in that Eight of Swords energy, okay? Because Eight of Swords is all the things that you were taught, all the things you were programmed with, all the things that, you know, you put yourself in as well. So it's like all of these things that are just like keeping you stuck. But it's all up here. Once you start shifting and you stop living in the past, you start moving towards your future. Okay, you start opening yourself up to opportunities. And I'm telling you, this works. Okay, 100% works. You have to let the past go. You have to let those old ways of thinking go. You have to be like daring enough to believe that the opposite is true of what you've been telling yourself. White sneakers helps, but the clothing, whatever's closest to them, the white would help to repel more. Let's see. I wear almost all the colors. Yellow makes me look like I have Johnny. Same. I can't wear yellow. Yellow. Oh yeah, I look sickly as well. What is your go-to to cleanse your energy? You can use, I like to use a selenite wand. I love selenite. You can wave it down, all the energy down to the earth. You can go stand in the grass and just imagine it soaking all into the earth so Mother Gaia can transmute it. You can be in the shower and imagine the water is cleansing your energy and it's all going down the drain. There's several different ways. I wear orange and yellow a lot. Those are very creative and happy colors. That's good. I wear more of like I said, I wear a lot of earth tone colors. So if I'm wearing orange, it's going to be like a burnt orange, you know, or terracotta orange, something like that. Let's see, what else? Ooh, we have ballerina, discipline, gracefulness. We were talking about grace with the swans, right? Gracefulness and elegance, strong focus required. Literally, we're just talking about that. And practice and perfection, okay? Think about being a ballerina. Hang on, I gotta verify myself on TikTok. But seriously, think about what it takes to be a ballerina, like a really good one. You see the pain that they go through, like their feet, they have to wrap their feet, they have to do all these things, but they are so determined to be a ballerina because it is their dream that they are willing to go through all of that. And you have to be very disciplined to be a ballerina, right? I mean, you have to practice because these, you know, like pirouettes and pliés and all that other stuff, they have to be like perfect in order for somebody to hire them. So it takes a lot of persistence, a lot of practice, a lot of determination, and getting over the obstacle of their pain, right? To be whatever it is that they want to be. And then they move with grace, right? Because they have put it into practice. They don't just automatically move with grace. So you're not going to automatically move through grace in life. You have to practice it. You have to put it into play. You have to remind yourself to be graceful, to be in your power. Okay, this is why I wrote this book, to remind you every day of your goddess energy. Okay? You need the reminder. The only way that you're going to start changing your thoughts is to start reminding yourself over and over and over again what is opposite of what you were programmed. Okay? So you can use things like this divination book that is geared towards you taking the power back through your readings. Okay? Or you can use other things, whatever speaks to you. But you have to be the one that reminds yourself every day that it's different than what you have been living. It's different than what you've been thinking. It's different than what you've been saying. It's different from what you've been feeling. Make sense? Okay? This deck is called the Maruk deck. Golden Insights Oracle. You can find it on Etsy. It looks like that. And the next deck I'm fixing to use is the same maker, the Maruk deck. I think that's how you pronounce it, but you find it on Etsy. This is our money message for the weekend. So let's see. You're welcome. All right, what else do we need to know? What is our money message for this weekend? We got promoter. There's so many in this deck. You know, we pull similar cards quite often, right? And there's so many in this deck that we have yet to see. I'm going to read this to you. There's 3 ways to resonate, okay? It's your money message for the weekend. If there's a new idea or project manifesting, know it has great potential for success, okay? Careers in the nightlife industry, events, or restaurant industry could be right for you. Or number 3, use the law of attraction for money. Be the energy you want to attract. Live the lifestyle. Be that person now. Okay? You won't attract it if you're living in lack. Like I was telling my son just the other day, my oldest son, we have like, I give him advice all the time. Whether he takes it or not, you know, children and parents, they don't always listen. But sometimes he does. It takes repetition. But I told him, I said, anything in your room that does not represent the lifestyle that you want to live, you need to get rid of it. Donate it, sell it, trash it, whatever. Get rid of it, because, a cluttered space is cluttered, stagnant, stuck energy, right? And it represents your mind. So if your space is cluttered, your mind is cluttered, which is hard because like people with like ADD, ADHD, whatever, typically have cluttered spaces, because it's kind of like if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So you have to find systems that work for you, okay? And decluttering your space actually works a lot better because it frees your mind up. So yeah, anything in your space that does not represent the life that you are wanting to live, you got to get rid of it. Doesn't matter if your place winds up bare, you will start to fill it with the things that align to that lifestyle that you are dreaming of up here. You're starting to bring it down one by one into reality. Okay? So, for example, my life, my home and my space and everything, my wardrobe, I've gotten rid of a lot of things because it's like that doesn't align to who I am now. And it doesn't align to where I'm going. Things in my home, my decoration style has changed quite a bit. And I told my friend just the other day, I don't want to buy just any old thing to fill my house. I want like unique, really cool things that inspire me. And so just the other day, I bought these really cool curtain tiebacks. They're gold and they look like branches, but it has like this really cool golden snake too. They're very elegant, very unique looking. And I got those and I love them. And so I'm going to be putting those up in my living room because they're statement pieces, right? So you want to just surround yourself with the things that inspire you, that are representative of who you actually are on your higher level. Okay? Does that make sense? I'm going to make my aunt listen to what you just said. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you so much, Gina. She says, I love listening to your readings. It's incredibly helpful and inspiring. Yes, talk positively about what you want and live as if you already have it. Yes, yes, yes. See, you all are so smart. Good. I just did the decluttering last week. Good for you. Good. Because, I mean, it's just, yeah, if you remember that clutter represents stagnation, you'll be like cleaning shit out like crazy. You'll no longer, have that hoarding mentality. And when you're shopping for something, you or like coming across something, especially on TikTok, because we're always seeing TikTok shop stuff. If it's not a representation of this higher self, then don't buy it. Don't pacify your lack self with that dopamine hit. Only buy things that represent you at your higher self, or you as your higher self. Okay? All right, let's get into the Rebel deck. If you are offended easily, you might want to scroll away. This deck has an attitude, kind of like me, which is why I love it. It's fun and funny. So let's see. What else is our message for this weekend? Money, money, money. It says make it rain. Okay? We have the cornucopia. We have all this blessing energy, all this good energy, blessing of movement. Okay? So how are you going to bring in your abundance? What are you going to do? What are you going to invest in? What are you going to cut out? What shifts and movements are you going to make to create your own financial plan of just welcoming in abundance? And when you start decluttering, when you start living as your higher self, you start naturally attracting abundance. It really does happen. Okay? Trust me, I've done it. I live this life. Dopamine, your higher self for a higher self. I like that. Decluttering is one of my biggest themes. Have stuff stored for 3 years and getting ready to move. Good. Good, good, good. You all are so smart. Okay, so remember, if you're wanting to be one of the first considered for the Quantum Master Academy, go ahead and DM me or send me an email and I will put you at the top of the list. Again, this will require a tuition. It is not free. We're going to spend the year together and you're going to get up to 8 certifications. It's going to be in tarot or advanced tarot, numerology, metaphysics, crystals, astrology. Crystals and astrology are going to be like Crystals 101, Astrology 101. Then we're going to get into Reiki 1 and 2. And then I'm going to teach you at the end how to set up your whole spiritual business and start to run it so you can start creating your own $10,000 months, okay? Or more. You can bypass me. Please do. That would make me happy. So anyways, message me or email me if you want to be first to be considered. And then once I get the enrollment up to where you can go apply, I'll announce it to everybody. I'm hoping to get that up by this weekend. It's just a lot of work to build the page and everything, you know, design. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. If you need anything, the link is in my bio. If you want to start learning tarot now, you can go take my self-paced module and start diving in, and then you can jump into advanced tarot when we start that next year. Okay, so have a wonderful weekend. Do what you need to do. You know, follow your instincts. I'm going to put this up on YouTube, so if you missed the beginning of the reading, go watch it. Or if you need to remind yourself, go watch it. It will be on YouTube. And I do send it out in email every Monday and Friday, okay? I don't spam email. I don't have time for that. I can't stand spam email. I only send out maybe 2 emails a week, and that's for the reading. Okay, so I love you all. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you Monday morning right here, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Bye, y'all.